So in this video, we'll be talking about levels. Right now, we're on the viewport level, on a level 1 viewport, and you'll notice there's other viewports here. All right, all of our walls are so far unconnected to any type of level. All right, so top constraint is unconnected. We've set it at 20 feet. We could change that to any height we want, but typically we want to constrain our walls to a level. So if this is a floor plan level 1, we want our walls to be constrained by level 2. Okay. So I've undone that. What I'm going to do is go to my elevation view. Okay. And you can see all the different levels. Here's our wall. Here's our walls, and you can see they're unconnected. Now, it is at level 3. However, you'll notice if I move level 3 up, it doesn't move with it. All right, the only one that moves with it is this rectangular column, which is on level 2 and level 3. We're actually going to delete that. So, you'll notice our base constraint is level 1. We could change the base constraint with our walls to level 2. And you'll notice they move up. We'll put them back at level 1. And we'll make our top constraint level 2. Now, if we're to change this level, you'll notice the walls move up, top of the wall, top constraint moves up and down. We can change the elevation to 10 foot, or whatever it is, 8 foot, 10 foot, anything can be put in there. Alright, we're going to go 10 feet in between floors for this exercise. Okay. So what are levels for? Levels are for floor plans. In between floors, so this level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 would be for our vertical or horizontal planes of different floor plans or other plans that you'd like to see. Perhaps one of these types of plans would be a ceiling plan. So how do we get to this floor plan? Alright, so we're in an elevation view, but how do we get back to the floor plan? So you can go over here and select level 1 and open it. Or we can just actually go here and select the blue area, and it'll take us there. So there's two different ways to get there. I choose normally to go over here to floor plan and just select what I want, but that's just out of habit. How do we create a new level? So perhaps you have a level 5, or maybe there's a level in between, like I said, a ceiling or something like that. So let's just go ahead and add a level 4 in. Okay, so we're going to go up here to architecture and say level. Alright, we're going to put it in here, and I'm just going to set my cursor above this area, and I know the height I want it to be is 10 feet above, so I'm going to type in 10 foot, and it's going to set it, and I'm just going to pull it over to be in line with these annotations. You'll notice 40 feet is my level. Alright, now I can go here and I can make it 15 foot. So maybe I have my level 5, my level 4 to level 5 is more of an executive suite and I have a higher ceiling. Okay. I can rename these levels. So maybe this is the top or the roof. Okay. And you'll notice as soon as I do this, would you like to rename the corresponding views? Typically, you're going to say yes here, because what it's going to do is down here where it says level 5, it's going to rename that view. And if you have sheets and everything, this will trickle through. Let's go ahead and say yes, and you'll notice here that it changed to roof. Okay. So how do we? So we can disconnect the wall from a level. We've looked at that. moving the annotation. So perhaps we want to move this annotation not just this way. You see how these all interact together. We can move them in and out. All right. These ones are separate, but we can make them codependent by just pulling it in here. All right. And then when we move, they're all going to move. If we'd like to only move the one, we can unlock it and move it. Okay. Or perhaps we'd like the annotation to be up a little bit. So right here we have a zigzag. We select that to add an elbow. Okay. And it adds an elbow, and we can move this up and down. Now if we pull it over, we can do that. We pull it back that way. Even pull it out. Slide this back. We can slide that like that. So you have a lot of options here. Levels do not have to be associated to any view. So perhaps you don't want the level to be associated with a view. So maybe it's just a level just for annotation purposes, but you really don't need a view for it. So maybe one of these things could be a footing. So maybe you have a level for a footing, all right? But you don't really need a plan view for it, and your footing is, say, 3.5 foot below. Now I could sit here and eyeball this, or I could just say 3.5 foot, and you'll see negative 3 feet. Now it's gonna, and you notice it automatically creates level 6, but I want to name this footing. Okay. Would you like to rename the corresponding view? Sure, why not? It's good practice, but the fact of the matter is I'm going to delete this view. All right. I don't need it, but however, you notice we still have this level annotation. All right. However, there's no more, I can no longer go to that view. Wow, it's taking me to the ceiling view, but I can delete that. All right. Now, so again, we've looked at the view, the horizontal planes. These are levels, and we've looked at how they interact with each other, how we move the annotations, and how the walls interact with levels. If you want to add walls to level 2 from level 1, you'll notice when we click on level 2, we can still see level 1 under here. The few different options we could do, we could actually just copy right up. However, this is a basic wall with an exterior brick CMU on metal stud. However, you might only want that at your first floor. Maybe we want to add a different type of wall up on the second level. Okay, so we go in here to wall, we say level 2, and we're going to connect this to level 3. Okay, and we're going to begin drawing. We're going to go core face interior. We're going to change to exteriors. Let's see here. We'll just go with a generic. It's a generic 8-inch wall for and we start drawing around. Now you'll notice that we're following the walls underneath on the first floor. This becomes very important so that everything is drawn directly on top of each other. All right. We can go back and edit this. There's no, obviously if you make a mistake, we can go back and edit it. And we'll show you that because I noticed one spot I drew. I had made an error. And you notice how it chamfers everything. And you'll see here, there's a little bit of an error here. So I can move this just like this, or I have an option to select this wall. All right. And what I want to do is align. So what I do is I select this line here, and I select this line. And it aligns the objects. All right. Now, you notice it's important how you select what you select first, because if I select this first and I select that, it's going to move this wall. So you always select the wall that you want to align to first. So you select this line and then this line. It's going to move your wall up. All right. Notice here I did the same thing. So I select this, the first floor wall, select the second floor interior wall, and it will align it all up. All right. Thank you very much.